Guys, obviously, you know, if everybody watched the game, that was, we lost all three phases. We lost the line of scrimmage, third down, ball control, time of possession. And you know, it's one of those things that really, what you learn from these things is really tells you who you are. And sometimes in life, you know, you maybe didn't put what you needed to, and the result is just what happened. And you know, those are lessons. Those are lessons. And I'm you know, I'm disappointed for our fans, disappointed for our student body, disappointed for our faculty, because we didn't play the way I expect us to play. And so really from here, it's what you learn from. It's really what you learn from. And you know, to steal a phrase from a good friend of mine who's been a long-time ball coach, you know, believe it or not, we're not going to hire Dr. Kevorkian as the team doctor, okay? We're going to come back, learn from it, and get better. And that's part of building the foundation. I will give those guys as much credit, and that was a good football team. Like I told everybody, I think I told you that. And, you know, they should be really proud of the way they played. They came in here and took the game from us. And, you know, we didn't do anything to try to take it back. So give them credit. They're a well-coached football team. They've got experienced guys that know how to win and expect to win. And that's what championship teams do. You can see why they were a championship team last year. So, you know, I say again, what will we learn and how will we respond? That'll be a big question coming up.
Do you think your players were
looking past? No, I don't. I think they were feeling on the warm fuzzies. I think we had a lot of people saying, you know, excited over what happened, but that's not an excuse. Get that out. That's not an excuse. You know, you live each day, and what you do with that day says a lot about who you are. And today said a lot about who we were.
Well, it's nothing that we didn't go off the move in practice. It just was physical and was able to execute what they did. We knew everything he was going to do, but it just was still able to execute.
How impressed were you with their quarterback and the way he played today?
He was tremendous out there. He was like a real leader for the team. He was like a starter, 3 or 4 year starter for the team. He was pretty good out there. I mean, I expected that out of him, but I mean, like just as a defense, we wasn't ready.
When the offense is not staying on the field, they're not very good, they're down, and you're constantly having to come back out there. How hard is it for you guys as a defense to keep the energy out there?
As a defense, we know we're supposed to get out there too. When we out there, we let them convert third down. Conversions a lot too. But I mean, when we get out there, it's just another opportunity for us to go out there, have some fun, make some plays. We wasn't able to do that this week. We just allowed too many conversions on third down and just allowed them to move the ball too much.
Shaq, they had some big returns early. Just how tough was that to get out there and play defense when they were in such good field position right off the bat?
It's hard when you're back against the wall to come out there, but you still got to have a mindset that we're going to stop and we can't let them get a yard. And we did that a couple of times out there, and a couple of times we still was able to succeed and put some points up on the board. But it's hard, it's much harder as a defense. But that's when the league's got to come up to be vocal and everybody got to start making plays.
How demoralizing was it for you guys as a unit? You get that big stop on 4th and goal, and then the safety, and then you got to get right back on the field right after that.
I mean, it hurt us a little bit, but we just always got to be able to bounce back and be able to play the next play. Because once that play over, we got 24 seconds to worry about that play. Now we on to the next play, and like we try to bounce back and get a stop and get the offense back involved.
Shaq, how tough was the drive in the third quarter that lasted about 9 minutes? You went through
Oh yeah, that was a long drive. It was tiring for the defense, and it took a lot of energy out of us, and like took away some of our hopes of winning the game because they had the ball for a long time. But we still like held them to 3 points, and we just had to like never possession, try to get the ball back for the offense. But we just can't allow stuff like that to happen. It's way too much. We just kept converting the ball on third down.
First drive, 69-yard touchdown. You almost get a false sense of security of maybe how easy the day might be for you guys on offense.
No, we didn't want to overlook them. That play was just wide open, and I mean, sometimes you miss a wide open guy. I did that later on in the game, just keep on, but it's hard to miss a wide open guy, especially when he's 6'6", So you just put it anywhere in his area, and he's going to catch it and take it to the house.
Crockett, did you just talk about how good that felt to kind of get that first catch out of the way, and not only that, but move for a touchdown?
The first drive was just like built up anger, having to hear about all week, to come out and push them down a little bit, and then they come right back and hit you in the mouth. I think we did get our heads a little high for a second there, and got back in the game, but didn't execute later on. But it was a good drive.
Garrett, that interception, I mean, it looked like maybe, in retrospect, looked like maybe you had some room to run. What was it you were seeing on that play?
Yeah, that's one I wish I had back. Obviously, I just knew it was 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, whatever it was, and I knew I had room to run, but I honestly didn't know if I could get it, so I tried to force it and came back to bite me.
Garrett, part of it clearly was that you didn't have the ball very much, but why weren't you able to move the ball after that?
I just felt like we couldn't get into rhythm. We were off the field for so long, but we just couldn't get anything going. And, they played a hell of a football game. You got to give them credit. So.
Guys, could you speak to the fact that a couple guys have already said the practices this week haven't been what you guys needed to be successful today? Did you guys also see that and feel that during the week?
Yeah, I felt like we didn't have the best week of practice. I think we kind of all got excited about what we had done last Saturday, and we were still kind of focused on that. Maybe I don't really know, but I do know we didn't have the best week of practice that we've had. I felt like going to CU was way better practice as a team than we had going to this week. But we tried to tell each other as much as we can not to overlook these guys. They're dealing double A national championship, and they're not coming here to lose. So they're a well-coached football team that showed.